So now we'll start with tests. So let's start with AAA test, that is angle 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 test. So in this test, if corresponding angles of two triangles are congruent, then triangles will be similar. If corresponding angles of two triangles are congruent, then triangle will be similar. So we have two triangle ABC and PQR. Two triangles ABC and triangle PQR, in which the corresponding angles are congruent. That is, angle A is congruent to angle P. Angle A is congruent to angle P, 70 degree each. So corresponding angles will be AP, BQ and CR will be corresponding angles, in which A is congruent to P. Similarly, angle B is congruent to angle Q, 60 degree each. Angle B is congruent to angle Q, 60 degree each, and angle C is congruent to angle R. Angle C is congruent to angle R, 50 degree each. So these are corresponding angles which are congruent. So if the corresponding angles are congruent, then triangle will be similar. By AAA test, that is angle 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 test, triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. This is sign for similarity. Similarly, we'll see second test, that is AA test, angle angle test. In this, if two corresponding angles of triangle is congruent, then the triangle will be similar. If two corresponding angles are congruent, then triangle will be similar. We have triangle LMN and triangle XYZ, in which angle M is congruent to angle Y, 60 degree each. Angle M is congruent to angle Y, 60 degree each. M and Y are two corresponding angles. Similarly, angle N is congruent to angle Z. N is congruent to Z, 40 degree each, corresponding angles. So by AA test, if two angles of triangles are congruent, then triangle will be similar. By AA test, that is angle angle test, triangle LMN is similar to triangle XYZ. If two corresponding angles are congruent, then triangle will be similar. In first test, if three corresponding angles are congruent, then triangle will be similar. Similarly, we'll see SAS test and SSS test. SAS test, that is side angle side test. In this, if two sides of one triangle is proportional to the two sides of other triangle and one angle is congruent, then by SAS test, triangles will be similar. That is, we have two triangle ABC and triangle PQR. If two sides of one triangle is proportional to two sides of other triangle, that is AB upon PQ, value of AB is 2.8 and value of PQ is 4.2. If we divide this by 14, we get 0.2 and 0.3, and if you multiply it by 10, we get 2/3. If two sides are in proportional Similarly, we'll take other two sides, that is BC upon QR, which is equals to 2 by 3, and angle B is congruent to angle Q. We have same mark, that is angle B is congruent to angle Q. If two sides are in proportional, that is 2 by 3, 2 by 3, AB upon PQ are in proportional, similarly BC upon QR are in proportional, and one angle is equal, one angle is congruent, that is angle B is congruent to angle Q, then by SAS test triangles will be similar. By side angle side test, triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Similarly, we will see fourth one, that is SSS test, that is side test. In this, if three sides of one triangle is proportional to the three sides of other triangle, if three sides of one triangle is proportional to the three corresponding sides of other triangle, then triangles will be similar. If three sides of one triangle, first we have triangle LMN and triangle XYZ. If three sides of one triangle is proportional to the three sides of other triangle, LM upon corresponding side of LM is XY is equals to MN, corresponding side is YZ, MN upon YZ is equals to LN upon XZ. LN upon XZ will be equal to 5 by 3. If you divide this, it will be equals to 5 by 3. So if three sides are proportional to the three other corresponding sides, then triangles will be similar. That is, triangle LMN is similar to triangle XYZ by SSS test, that is side test. If three sides of one triangle is proportional to the three corresponding sides of another triangle, then triangles will be similar. So this was some test which is important to solve the exercise. Now we'll start with exercise 1.3. Let's start with first sum. In figure, if ABC is 75 degree and EDC is 75 degree, state which two triangles are similar and by which test. So looking at figure, we can easily say that angle B is congruent to angle D, 75 degree each. So firstly we'll write, in triangle ABC and triangle EDC, angle B is congruent to angle D, 75 degree each. We have to state that which two triangles are similar and by which test. So first, angle B is congruent to angle D, 75 degree each. Now if you see triangle ABC and triangle EDC, we have angle C in both the triangles. So angle C is congruent to angle C. Angle C is congruent to angle C. Why? Common angle. Common angle. Angle C is common in both the triangles. So now we can say that by AA test, that is angle test, triangle ABC is similar to triangle EDC. triangle ABC is similar to triangle EDC by AA test. So in this sum we just have to see which triangles are congruent. Firstly, we can easily say that angle B is congruent to angle D 75 degree each. Now in triangle ABC and triangle EDC we have C as common angle. So angle C is equals to angle C. Why? Common angle. So by AA test, that is angle test, triangle ABC is similar to triangle EDC by angle test. So this was question number 1. Similarly, we will see question number 2. Question number 2, are the triangles similar? If yes, by which test? We have to check whether the triangles are similar, and if the triangles are similar, we have to check the test of similarity. So we have triangle PQR and LMN. We have two triangles. We have to check whether the triangles are similar or not. So we will take corresponding sides in proportional. PQ upon corresponding side of PQ is LN, LM. If PQ is 6, LM is 3. If we divide, then we get 2 by 1. Similarly, we will take other corresponding sides. QR, corresponding side of QR is MN. QR is 8, MN is 4. If we divide it by 4, we get 2 by 1. This is second one. Similarly, we will take last side in proportional, that is PR upon LN. PR is 10, LN is 5. If we divide it by 5, we get 2 by 1. So now you can see from 1, 2 and 3 we have same values. That means corresponding sides are equal. Corresponding sides are equal. So triangles are similar by SSS test, that is side test. From 1, 2 and 3, triangle PQR is similar to triangle LMN by side test. Triangles are similar by side test. So in this sum we just have to check whether the triangles are similar or not by taking the corresponding sides in proportional. So we have taken the corresponding sides in proportional and we got the same value for 3 sides. So from 1, 2 and 3 triangles are similar by which test? By SSS test. Similarly, we will see question number 3. Let's see question number 3. In figure, two poles of height 8 meter and 4 meter are perpendicular to the ground. Two poles are perpendicular to the ground with height 4 and 8 meters. If length of shadow of smaller pole due to sunlight is 6 meter, if shadow of smaller pole is 6 meter, then how long will be shadow of a bigger pole at same time? How long will be shadow of bigger pole at same time? That means we have to find the value of BC. Now we have two triangles, that is triangle PRQ and triangle ACB, in which PR and AC are two poles and QR and BC are shadow cast respectively. That is, shadow of PR is QR and shadow of AC is BC. Now if you see, the shadow are cast at same time. The shadow are cast at same time. Therefore, if shadows are cast at the same time, then triangle PQR will be similar to triangle ABC. Why? Because shadows are cast at the same time. If triangles are similar, that is triangle PQR is similar to triangle ABC, if triangles are similar, then we can take the corresponding sides in proportional. We can take the corresponding sides in proportional. So the corresponding sides will be PR upon AC is equals to QR upon BC. Corresponding sides of similar triangles are in proportional. Corresponding sides of similar triangles are in proportional. So now we have the value, that is value of PR is 4, value of AC is 8, is equals to value of QR is 6, and value of BC, we have to find the value of BC. Now we'll cross multiply, that is 4 into x is equals to 6 into 8. 4 into x is equals to 6 into 8. X is equals to 6 into 8 upon 4. 4 here is multiply, it will go there and divide. So x is equals to 4 1s are 4 2s are 6 2s are 12 meter. The value of x is 12 meter. Therefore, shadow of bigger pole is 12 meter. So in this sum, we have to find the shadow of a bigger pole. Now if you see the shadow cast at the same time, if the shadow cast at the same time, that means triangle will be similar. Triangle PQR is similar to triangle ABC. Once the triangle are similar, then we can take the corresponding sides in proportional. Corresponding sides of similar triangle are in proportional. So we'll take the corresponding sides in proportional, we'll substitute the value, cross multiply, and finally we'll find the value of BC, that is shadow of a bigger pole. So the shadow of bigger pole is 12 meter. Similarly, we'll solve question number 4. Question number 4, in triangle ABC, AP is perpendicular to BC and BQ is perpendicular to AC. BPC, that is P is in the middle of BC and Q is in the middle of AC. Then prove that CPA is similar to CQB, and after that find the value of AC if AP is equals to 7, BQ is equals to 8 and BC is equals to 12. Find the value of AC. Firstly, we have to prove the triangles are similar, and then after, if the triangles are similar, find the value of AC. So now we'll take two triangles. In triangle CPA and triangle CQB. CPA and triangle CQB. Now if you see CPA and CQB, angle P is equals to angle Q. Angle P is equals to angle Q, 90 degree each. Angle P is equals to angle Q, 90 degree each. Angle P equal to angle Q, 90 degree each. Now In triangle CPA and triangle CQB, angle C is common in both the triangles. Angle C is common in both the triangles. So angle C is congruent to angle C, common angles. Angle C is congruent to angle C. Why? Common angles. Angle C is common in both the triangles. So by AA test, that is angle test, triangle CPA is similar to triangle CQB. By AA test, triangles are similar. That is, triangle CPA is similar to triangle CQB. Now, once the triangle are similar, we'll take the corresponding sides and we'll find the value of AC. We'll take the corresponding sides. So, the corresponding sides will be AP upon corresponding side of AP is BQ, AP upon BQ, and AC upon corresponding side of AC is BC. Corresponding sides are equal. Corresponding sides of similar triangles are in proportional. So we have the value, so we'll substitute the value. AP is 7, BQ is 8, is equals to AC. We have to find the value of AC, and value of BC is 12. So now we'll cross multiply. That is 7 into 12 is equals to AC into 8. 7 into 12, 8 here is multiply, it will come here and divide, is equals to AC. 4 3s are 12, 4 2s are 8, 7 3s are 21 by 2 is equals to AC. So the value of AC is 10.5. Value of AC is 10.5. AC is equals to 10.5. So in this sum, we have to check whether the triangles are similar or not. So we'll take angle P congruent to angle Q, 90 degree each, and angle C is congruent to angle C, common angle in both the triangles. So triangles will be similar by AA test. Once the triangles are similar, we'll take the corresponding sides in proportional. So after that, we'll substitute the values, cross multiply, and find the value of AC. So this was question number 4. Similarly, we'll see question number 5. Question number 5. In trapezium PQRS, if PQ is parallel to SR, side PQ is parallel to SR, AR is equals to 5AP, AR is equals to 5AP, and AS is equals to 5AQ, then prove that SR is equals to 5PQ. Prove that SR is equals to 5PQ. Firstly, we have two sides parallel, that is side PQ is parallel to side SR and QS is transversal. So now if side PQ is parallel to SR and QS is transversal, then if you see PQS, angle PQS will be equal to angle RSQ, angle RSQ. Why? Because alternate angles. Angle PQS and angle RSQ are alternate angles. Sides are parallel, QS is transversal, so PQS and RSQ are two alternate angles. So angle PQS is congruent to angle RSQ alternate angles. Now as you can see, A is in the middle of QS. So now in triangle PQS, instead of writing angle PQS, we can write angle PQA. Why? Because A is in the middle of QS, so we will write PQA. A is in the middle of QS, so we will write angle PQS as angle PQA. Similarly, RSQ, instead of writing RSQ, we will write RSA. Why? Because A is in the middle of QS, so instead of writing RSQ, we will write RSA. So this will be our first solution. Now we'll take two triangles, that is triangle PQA and triangle SAR. Now in this triangle we have PQA is congruent to RSA. We have angle PQA is congruent to angle RSA from 1. Now if you see PQA and SAR, angle PAQ will be equal to angle SAR, vertically opposite angle. Angle PAQ is congruent to angle SAR, vertically opposite angles. PAQ is congruent to SAR, vertically opposite angles. So by AA test, triangles are similar. Triangle PQA is similar to triangle SAR by AA test, that is angle test. Now once the triangles are similar, we will take the corresponding sides in proportional, that is PQ upon SR is equals to AQ upon AS. AQ upon AS is equals to AP upon AR. AP upon AR. Now we have AR as AR is equals to 5 AP. We have AR is equals to 5 AP. It is given. So we will substitute the value of AR. PQ upon SR is equals to AQ upon AS is equals to AP upon AR. The value of AR is 5 AP. So now AP will be cancelled. It will be equals to 1 by 5. So we have to find the value of SR is equals to 5 PQ. So we'll equate this ratio with 1 by 5. That is PQ upon SR is equals to 1 by 5. If we cross multiply, then SR into 1 is SR and 5 into PQ is 5 PQ. So SR is equals to 5 PQ is our final value. So in this sum, firstly it is given that PQ is parallel to SR. So we'll take PQ is parallel to SR and QS as transversal. Once we take QS as transversal, we have two alternate angles, that is PQS and RSQ are the two alternate angles. So alternate angles are equal. Now we have A in the middle of QS. So instead of writing PQS, we can write as PQA. Similarly, instead of writing RSQ, we can write as RSA. So now we have angles congruent. So we'll take two triangles PQA and SAR, in which we have one angle congruent from one, and similarly we'll take another angle vertically opposite angles, that is PAQ is congruent to SAR, vertically opposite angles. So by AA test triangles will be similar. By AA test triangles will be similar. Once the triangles are similar, we'll take the corresponding sides in proportional. So after that we have the value of AR as 5 AP. We'll substitute the value, will eliminate, and the final value is 1 by 5. Now we have to find the value of PQ upon SR, that is SR is equals to 5 PQ. So we'll equate this ratio with 1 by 5, and after equating we'll cross multiply and we get the final value, that is SR is equals to 5 PQ. So this was question number 5. Now we'll solve question number 6. Now let's see question number 6. In trapezium ABCD, AB is parallel to DC. Side AB is parallel to side DC. Diagonal AC and BD intersect at point O. AC and BD diagonal intersect at point O. If AB is equals to 20, AB is 20, DC is 6 and OB is 15. OB is 15. Find OD. Find OD. We have to find the value of OD. Now side AB is parallel to side DC. As we have seen in the previous sum, if sides are parallel and DB is a transversal, AB is parallel to DC and DB is a transversal, then angle CDB will be equal to angle ABD, alternate angles. Angle CDB is equals to angle ADB. Now O is in the middle of DB. So instead of writing CDB, we will write CDO, and similarly ABD, instead of that we will write ABO. So alternate angles will be equal. Now we'll take two triangles COD and triangle AOB. So in triangle CDO and triangle AOB, we'll take two triangles COD and AOB, then angle CDO will be equals to angle ABO, alternate angles, and COD will be equals to AOB, vertically opposite angles. So triangles will be similar. Triangle COD will be similar to triangle AOB by AA test. Once the triangles are similar, then we'll take the corresponding sides. That is, corresponding sides of similar triangle are in proportional. So we'll take corresponding sides, that is DC upon AB is equals to DO upon OB. We'll substitute the value, we'll cross multiply and find the value of DO. So sum number 6 is homework for you. Solve it and let me know the answers in a comment box. And if you have any difficulties, message me on Instagram. You will get my Instagram link in bio. Now we'll start with question number 7. Let's see question number 7. Quadrilateral ABCD is parallelogram. Point E is on BC. Point E is on side BC. Line DE intersect ray AB. Line DE intersect ray AB. DE intersect AB in point T. prove that DE into BE is equals to CE into TE. So we have to prove DE into BE is equals to CE into TE. For that we have to prove that triangle BET is similar to triangle CED. These two triangles we have to prove that they are similar, and once we find it is similar, we will take the corresponding sides. So firstly, side AB is parallel to CD. AB is parallel to CD. Why? Opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel. Opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel. So side AB is parallel to side CD. Now, instead of writing AB, we can write AT. Why? Because B is in the middle of AT. So AT is parallel to CD. B is in the middle of AT. So instead of writing AB, we will write AT. Now AT is parallel to CD and DT is transversal. DT is transversal. Now AT is parallel to CD and DT is transversal. So just like previous sum, alternate angles will be equal. That is ATD, angle ATD is equals to angle CDE. Angle ATD will be congruent to angle CDE. CDE. Alternate angles. ATD is congruent to CDE. So instead of writing ATD, we can write BTE. Why? Because B is in the middle of AT. Similarly, E is in the middle of DT. So instead of writing ATD, we will write BTE. Angle BTE is congruent to angle CDE. B is in the middle of AT. Similarly, E is in the middle of DT. So instead of writing ATD, we will write BTE. Now we'll take two triangles, triangle BTE and triangle CDE. Triangle BTE and triangle CDE. So in triangle BTE and triangle CDE, angle T is equals to angle D. We have proved that angle BTE is equals to angle CDE. So in triangle BTE and triangle CDE, angle BTE is equals to angle CDE from 1. Now angle BET is equals to angle CED, vertically opposite angles. Angle BET is equals to angle CED, vertically opposite angles. So now triangle BTE is similar to triangle CDE by AA test. Triangle BTE similar to triangle CDE by angle test. So once the triangles are similar, we will take the corresponding sides in proportional. We will take the corresponding sides in proportional. That is BE upon CE is equals to TE upon DE. BE upon CE is equals to TE upon DE. Corresponding sides of similar triangles are in proportional. So now we'll cross multiply BE into DE is equals to TE into CE. TE into CE. BE into DE is equals to TE into CE. So this is what we have to prove. So in this sum, we'll take AB parallel to CD. Opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel. So instead of writing AB, we'll write AT parallel to CD. After that, we'll take transversal DT just like previous sum. And after taking the transversal, we'll take alternate angles. Alternate angles will be equal. So after that, we'll take two triangles, triangle BTE and triangle CDE. So in triangle BTE and CDE, we have one angles equal, that is alternate angles equal, and after that we'll take opposite, vertically opposite angles, that is angle BET is equals to angle CED, vertically opposite angles. Then our triangles will be similar by AA test, that is triangle BTE is similar to triangle CED by AA test. Once the triangles are similar, we'll take the corresponding sides in proportional. We'll take the corresponding sides in proportional, and after that just we have to cross multiply and we'll get the final answer what we have to prove. So this was question number 7. Similarly, we'll solve question number 8. Question number 8. In figure, seg AC and BD intersect in point P. AC, BD intersect in point P, and AP upon CP, AP upon CP is equals to BP upon DP. Prove triangle ABP is similar to triangle CDP. We have to prove that these two triangles are similar. Firstly, we'll take triangles in triangle ABP and triangle CDP. We have corresponding sides in proportional, that is AP upon CP is equals to BP upon DP. That is AP is equals to BP and CP is equals to DP given. And angle APB is equals to angle CPD. Why? Because vertically opposite angles, that is angle APB is equals to angle CPD, vertically opposite angles. Now we have two sides same and we have one angle same. So by SAS test, that is side, two sides same, angle side test, triangles will be similar, that is triangle ABP is similar to triangle CDP by SAS test. So in this sum, we have to prove that these two triangles are similar, and we have given that AP upon CP is equals to BP upon DP. So firstly we'll take triangles, we'll write the given, that is AP is equals to BP upon CP is equals to DP. Sides are in proportional, it is given. And now if you see, angle APB is equals to angle CPD, vertically opposite angles, vertically opposite angles. So by SAS test, that is one side, one angle and one side test, triangles will be similar. So this was question number 8. Similarly, we'll see question number 9. Question number 9. In figure, in triangle ABC, point D on side BC in such that angle BAC is equals to angle ADC. In triangle ABC, point D is on BC such that BAC, this angle is equals to angle ADC. Prove that CA square is equals to CB into CD. We have to prove CA square is equals to CB into CD. So for that we'll take two triangles, that is triangle BAC and triangle ADC. We'll prove these two triangles similar and then we'll take the corresponding sides and cross multiply, we'll get the final value. So triangle BAC and triangle ADC, triangle BAC and triangle ADC, we have angles equal, that is BAC, angle BAC is equals to angle ADC given. BAC is equals to ADC given. And now if you see, angle C and angle C is common in both the triangles. If you take angle A and angle A, BAC angle A and ADC angle A, that will be wrong, because in triangle BAC we have this full angle A and in triangle ADC we have this half angle A. So for that we'll not take angle A, we'll take angle C, BAC angle C and similarly ADC angle C. Angle C is common in both the triangles. So BCA is equals to angle DCA, common angle. So we have two pairs of angle equal. So by AA test, that is angle test, triangle BAC is similar to triangle ADC. Triangle BAC is equals to triangle ADC. Once the triangle are similar, we'll take the corresponding sides. That is CA upon CD is equals to CB upon CA. CA upon CD is equals to CB upon CA. If you find difficult to take the corresponding sides, just look at the triangles. That is, let's take triangle BAC and triangle ADC. So we have CA of triangle BAC, we have side CA. So what will be the side for angle ADC? CA. Similarly, look at this triangle, we have taken CA, so we'll take CD, is equals to, we have taken CB, so similarly we'll take CA. So this is easiest way to take the corresponding sides in proportional. CA upon CD is equals to CB upon CA. If we cross multiply CA into CA into CA is equals to CB into CD, CB into CD. CA into CA is CA square is equals to CB into CD. This is what we have to prove. CA square is equals to CB into CD. So we just have to take two triangles, that is BAC and triangle ADC. We have given that angle BAC is equals to angle ADC given. Now we'll take common angle, that is angle C is common in both the triangles. So we'll take angle C common angle, then by AA test triangle will be similar. Once the triangle are similar, take the corresponding sides in proportional, then cross multiply, and this is final value. That is what we have to prove. So this was question number 9. So now we have completed with exercise 1.3. In our next video we'll start exercise 1.4, in which we'll study theorem of areas of similar triangles. So do not miss that video, stay tuned, and yes, do your homework and comment the answers in the comment box. And do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Your one like and one subscribe will encourage me to bring more videos for you. Thank you.